Hi, this is Brian Ierson from the Computer Workshop. Today I figured we'd look at a couple of keyboard shortcuts that are going to prove to be absolutely amazing here inside of Excel. So to start with, we're going to look at the how do I see my formulas in my spreadsheet keyboard shortcut. Now I could take the long way and go up here to the Formulas tab and look for the Show Formulas button here, but that's not really very efficient. So I could right click on that and add it to the QAT as I have done here, but again, that is not quite as efficient as using a keyboard shortcut. The keyboard shortcut is the Control Tilde, and that is going to be that little horizontal squiggle to the left of the number 1 key at the top of your keyboard. So if I use the Control Tilde, that is going to show me every formula in this worksheet. Now, since all of my formulas are now a little too long to be displayed, I could auto adjust each column one at a time by simply putting my cursor between the column headers, locating the double-headed arrow and double clicking, and that will do one column at a time. If I want to do multiple columns in the same way, I'm simply going to select these columns, in this case F, G, and H. When I see the column adjust icon at the top, I'm simply going to double click and all of these selected columns will be auto adjusted to show all of their content. Now when I'm finished reading and examining these formulas, I want to hide them. I'm going to use that Control Tilde again to collapse those and show simply the values. Here again, I may need to auto adjust those so that these are the correct size for what I need in this spreadsheet. So that's the first keyboard shortcut, Control Tilde, that will show or hide your formulas. The next one I want to show is the F4 keyboard shortcut, and that will convert a relative address into an absolute. For this, I'm going to go to the first quarter spreadsheet. You can see here we have these totals being calculated for each sales rep, and we are going to calculate how much tax is going to be owed on this by simply creating a simple formula of equal the total value cell, in this case F4, multiplied by the tax rate cell, in this case J4. Now I want to convert that cell reference J4 into an absolute. The quickest way to do this, instead of trying to manually type those in, is simply use the F4 key at the top of your keyboard. That will convert the relative address into an absolute. I can use my Control Enter keyboard shortcut to keep the same cell actively selected as I apply that formula. Now I can come to my autofill handle, double click it, and I know how much tax is owed on each of these values. Now the last keyboard shortcut I'm going to show you is for flash fill, and this is a bit of a new tool. I'm going to go back to that summary spreadsheet. Here I'm going to zoom in a little bit, make this easier to see, and I need to have the space to split the first and last names apart. So in order for this to work, I'm going to select columns C and D, right click on those and insert, and do remember or do note that this will only work if you are right up against the data. No gaps can exist between your data and where you are going to run the flash fill. Now here I'm going to just type in the person's first name, in this case Amanda, Control Enter to apply that, and then the keyboard shortcut for flash fill is Control E. And I have successfully extracted all of the first names from the salesperson's name. I can now select the next cell where I want to put in their last name. So here again, Jones, whoops, sorry for the typo, Jones, Control Enter, and Control E. And I have managed to successfully pull apart the first and last names from the cell where I have them both combined. I hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial on these few keyboard shortcuts. Please feel free to tune in next week and see what's coming up in our Learn for Free video series. Remember, if you like what you're learning here, please subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course, you can check us out on our website, tcworkshop.com. Until next time, take care for now.